We are in lovely sunny Grenada. The weather is hot with a little people around. I have my phone here and it's not broken because Banton is here with me. He's not mashing up my phone. Anyway, it's Cherokee here, interview with Skinny Banton. How you doing, mister?
Everything blessed, everything normal. You don't know, enough thanks to life and to be here. It's a blessing. So it's all good.
And how was Spice Mass for you? You're at the semi-finals, your first time in Grenada Soca Monarch semi-finals. How was that for you?
Yeah, well, it was a blessing again. You know what I mean? Like, I've been trying for a while and it took me like 4 years actually to break quarter final and get into semis. Meeting semis, unfortunately, I make finals, but it was still an experience and still a big step in life. So I put in consideration and try to make better work for next year.
Yeah, that is good. But I was at the semi-finals and I saw your performance. It was a very good performance. Very, very good performance.
Yeah, man, I try to do what's possible and what's needed, but you know, you can't always please people too. So.
Exactly. Yeah, but at least you were there and for your wonderful fans as well. So tell us about Skinny Banton. When did you start to sing and tell us a bit about Skinny Banton?
Well, I started singing like around the age 11, 12. I started taking music serious at the age of 18, 19. So like all that time I was just singing but not with an intention or any idea what I could get myself into. But as time goes by, I started making music like reggae, dancehall, dubs, soca, and you know, it starts standing out and people start getting different encouragement and different ideas, and I just thought like, you know, to myself I should go out and just do and get it done.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm doing today.
That's good. And when did you get into soca music?
I get into soca like, well, I've always been doing a little soca, but again to the soca like real serious, like you could say 2 years ago, which is 2009.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. And tell us about horn, because it seems like you're always getting horn from a lot of girls in Karaku.
Well, that is the order of the day. If you ain't get horn, it's because you're not in a relationship. But if you're not in a relationship, then you can't get horn. So it's just a vibe, man. With the music, I intend to like tell more story than just jump up and run left and run right or scatter. Like if you listen to my music, you could always relate to it. Whether 10 years from now, 5 years from now, you always have something to relate to within life in general. So I always use the inspiration of what it is and the moment. Not all the time I get on, but I use the experience and other people own, you know what I mean? And make it happen.
Oh my God. And tell me, what was the first soca song that you sung?
The first soca song I sang was a song called Need to Get Destroyed, but back then it was a kind of dub dancehall mix up. So, you know, it wasn't really all of that, but that's where everything else started. So. Still respect that.
That's good. And tell us the tune, Granny, because that's the first time I heard in a long time about sweating rice.
Make your grandmother gear, that come off of the block.
Yeah.
You know, like we on the block idle talking about the old time days and how the old people used to deal with certain things. And the inspiration came and, you know, we just make music off it. I didn't really have a song, it was just like a chant. Make your grandmother gear. And brethren saying different lines and different things, and I just take it and turn it into a song, you know.
Yeah. So. That is a good tune. That is a good tune. And tell us about Horn for you.
Horn Fair.
That was your first horn tune?
Yeah, that was the first one. That one was recorded like a year before it dropped. Like I recorded it and then I didn't really like it.
Yeah.
And then people was telling me, like my brethren, my neighbor who hear it around, tell me, boy, you know, you should really launch that song. And I did. I get a good response from Karaku people.
Yeah.
Like it didn't really forward to Grenada, but that is where the motivation came. And then I went on to do Can't Take It.
Yeah, with White Wine.
You know.
Yeah.
Say, boy, you're getting on and I never believe it. You know, and as time goes by, I just try to keep it on that level, like try to keep telling a story that the people could notice me and not find me in any scattered or difficult place. You know, like today you sing about fire, next year you sing about rum, and then you're just all over the place. So if you listen to Skinny Banton, you just, it's like reading the Bible, just different chapter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And talking about reading like a Bible, tell us about your wonderful music videos. You've got a few music videos out.
Yeah, well, with the videos, I big up Mr. Velon, that is the director, and it's been a blessing getting the videos done. It's a lot of hard work at the same time, but you have to be in it to win it, you know. So
Yeah.
there's 3 videos out right now. Can't take it. Wanna make up, take my place, and like probably a week or 2 from now, I might be dropping a reggae one called Songs of Praise.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so the video coming along nice, you know, it's just getting the support and the links and getting them in the right places.
Yeah, definitely. And tell us about your tunes for this year, because you had some very, very hot tunes this year.
Yeah, I did like 5, but only one stand out, which was Wanna Make Up. I think it's all because of the story and, you know, the time take to do the production and everything, because it's a different song compared to all the songs. You know, you could listen to it and get feelings. You could listen to it and miss the one you had for years. You could listen to it and, you know what I mean? So it tend to stand out a little more than the Matches Rhythm. You could find me, Terra Kid and Dave on that.
Yeah.
Then the Carnival Build Up, Freaky Girl.
Yeah. And We Ready? We love We Ready.
We Ready, yeah. Karaku Soka Monarch, but then I crown me, you know.
Yeah.
The same is the best, but I don't have a title. But we do it still and make it work as, you know.
Yeah.
So We Ready, making plans. There's a few of them, man.
I hear that a lot, making plans. Yeah.
Yeah. So the music for this year, they're all songing good, but again, it's not about me alone, you know. It's other artists and things. So
Yeah.
I take the little that I get and make it into use and better myself for next time.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. And your friend Terra Kids won Soca Monarch a couple of weeks ago. And how was that for you? He was bigging you up on stage.
Well, I mean, that was an exciting moment still, you know. It was a blessing at the same time.
Yo,
I felt like
Greenzkinig,
me
you
win,
don't
but
say you're
it's
the
not.
maddest thing. Skinny Banton,
But just
me
being
name.
around the youth, like we all on the level.
Yeah.
You know, we go to studio, we try and make music, and we know the separation and the struggle. So being as a youth on my level and to just make that big impact, to me it was a blessing for he, and it was a blessing for me same way, because we cool like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
It was just like brotherly love at that time,
Yeah.
because I was there from start, like when the rhythm came, when the lyrics was building. So I was there all along, and I just see the separation and the struggle that he went through in order to make it happen.
Yeah.
And he done it. So, you know, I just proud of he, and I just wish Jack would bless him in movies than one, you know.
Yeah, that's good. That is good. And where do you get your inspiration, as in, apart from horning, what other things inspire you in your music?
Well, the inspiration come from stress-free.
Yeah.
Yeah. Once you have no stress, then everything blessed.
Yeah.
Once you have problems, it's like nothing can really come to you. You know what I mean? You tend to be studying a lot of other things than to focus on what you need to. So once I'm in an exciting moment, or in an exciting mood, say for instance I just achieved something that I was waiting for, then it will bring so much joy that you just express yourself with music.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And what advice would you give, because you're an artist from Carriacou and your name is making its way over to Grenada as well as the rest of the world, what advice would you give artists from Carriacou coming over to Grenada?
Well, the first advice I had to give is believe in yourself, you know, and never give up. Like, you have to know hard work is success, and the world is not for you alone, and it's not you alone, and no matter what you do, it's not you alone. So you have to try your best to be outstanding as much as possible, and then whatever work you put out, that is the success that you gain, you know what I mean? So you just have to put your best foot forward and do what is need to be done.
Well, that's good. And what should I say? What else do you have in store for your fans? As in, for Carriacou Carnival next year, have you started? Thinking about more horn, or?
Yeah, well, to be honest, like music always there. Like I could just go in studio now and record like 10 songs. I actually have songs, but it's more like a mood and a moment still. Cause when Carnival get closer, you feel a different vibes to what you feel now. Like you have things in mind I would sing now and I would like it, but when Carnival get closer, I don't really feel that vibes. To, you know what I mean? So as time get closer, different things create. So I can't really say what to expect, but you have to expect the unexpected.
Yeah. And your performances are good for Carriacou So can Monica as well.
Yeah, well, you can't please everybody. Yeah, you have people who tell me my performance poor as well. You know what I mean? So it's just me doing my thing and being me and living up to my expectations and not really people, cause everybody would never see the things that you see and accept the things that you accept. So I just, base it on life and on me, and whatever mistake I make, I take my regrets, and whatever success I gain, then I celebrate with that.
Yeah.
And just give thanks to life.
And definitely. And any last words for your fans across the world?
Yeah, man, just hold the faith, believe in yourself, live, love, smile, and just if you could make the world a better place, you know what I mean?
And where can people find you? You're on Facebook and you're on MySpace?
Yeah, Facebook, MySpace, Twitter. Well, once you type in Skinny Banton in Google, you must find a link.
Yeah.
And once you get a link, you're on. So just Skinny Banton, man. Google that.
That is good. You hear that? Google him. Anyway, thank you for your time, and we wish you the best of luck with everything in the future, and congratulations on your success so far.
Yeah, man. Respect in every way, Cherokee, and you don't know. It's a blessing to be here.
No problem. I always try to say for him to eat pork, but that's the next that's the next subject. Well, thank you.
All right.